there. Person. Hat
So
person.
live.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the intro for anyone
Already?
out there. But what did you want to tell them then before intro?
I just wanted to say, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's good to be here with you, and such as, therefore,
I'm gonna go ahead and start
and
the.
such.
I'm gonna start the. Yeah.
I don't know if this is true, but every time I look back on the years, I feel like I wasted my youth. How did I get so cold? How do I wind up every single day going through this life all alone? When am I gonna change? Another day, another month, another year, and still I feel just the same. Help me, I can't shake this feeling away. Help me, I feel like I'm going insane. Help me, I got nowhere to go, I'm afraid. Help me turn this around here today. There's no laughter these days. Far too seldom do I get the chance to even put a smile on my face.
There we go. No, not there we go, because I can't even share still. Not that Facebook's even stopping me from sharing. It literally won't load the page any further than right there. Oh my god, it's not even going on. Regardless, how's everybody doing today for the third podcast, guys? Thank you for joining us on this very, very nice weather in Bakersfield Thursday. It feels incredible out here.
I would just like to say that it does feel incredible. Sorry to interrupt you.
I was done.
But yeah. Ishmael, Goody, Doug, Tom, Kat, Kevin, Tim, how you guys doing? Tim, yes, thank you so much, everybody. Please remember to vote for us for your favorite cigar show of the year for 2020 over at cigarscore.com. Please vote for Cigars and More Bakersfield for your favorite cigar lounge as well. I know a lot of people were griping about the list, saying, "Oh, this was left off or that was left off." And I understand. We've been left off plenty of lists and stuff. So just choose your favorite of what's there. And if it's us, I appreciate it. If it's somebody else, hey, I totally understand.
I don't understand that at all.
But I am smoking today. This is the Antonio Hoya de Nicaragua. It is the Shut the Box Special Edition.
Shut the box up. It is, huh?
It is.
My goodness.
There's a game apparently that you play, and I don't exactly know how to play it, but it's got these things in here.
The 3 rounds.
And so it's got the way to play the game here. I just haven't gone through it just yet. But this was Factory of the Year was Hoya de Nicaragua for Half Wheel last year, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to try that as well, but I went a different route this morning. I went with Alec Bradley, and I'm going with the Project 40 Maduro from the experimental series. Kind of cool to see that. I like this new layout for the Project 40. I'm a big fan of the original with that blue band, and now they come in with a dark, like a dark chocolate brown. I'm digging that. It almost matches the tone or the color of the wrapper itself. I think it's pretty cool. And Doug, no problem, brother. Glad that you're able to hop on now. Yeah, the morning show is just if you can make it. We're glad to see you there. This is the time to be here. And even more importantly to be here is tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, tomorrow, guys, we're going to be doing our Drew Estate event, you guys. It's going to be big. We're going to have all that great swag you guys can check out on Cigars and More page that you guys can collect. If you guys buy so many cigars, if you guys buy a 10-pack, you get some stuff. If you guys buy a box, you get some stuff. If you guys buy 2 boxes, you get that really, really nice leather weekender bag. And I actually got the chance to take a couple pictures of it and hold it. And it has some really nice quality. So yeah, it's a nice setup that they have. Everything they're using apparently is like really great leather, and the wallet the leather travel tag, the shaving kit bag or the toiletry bag, the traveler, the weekender bag. It's all really cool. So, Cats, I've been looking at that, just haven't pulled the trigger. Is that on the Alec Bradley or on the Hoya? I'm guessing the Alec Bradley.
Yeah, I think these are just starting to make their way around. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting tobacco in my mouth for days today. Happened on the morning show as well. They're starting to make their way around shops, and from what I hear, they're very nice. And so far, it tastes pretty dang sweet off that bat. It's nice. It's nice. It's like Nesquik, the chocolate milk mix.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that right off the bat.
Interesting. As far as the Hoya goes, starting off earthy and spicy, a little woody in there as well. It's got a sweet characteristic to it that I just can't put my finger on just yet, but I'll definitely do my best to figure out what that is.
Oh yeah, strawberry milk flavored,
Possibly banana.
Banana. You know, that's one that didn't catch on as much as it should have. Banana milk, banana shakes, all of those banana products should have caught on more. And I blame the youth from yesteryear for that problem. I think it's better than strawberry. They're good.
Interesting.
Saying it on camera, on the record. Banana smoothies, test strawberry smoothies, banana smoothies win.
Interesting.
Right there.
Interesting. Leo, how are you doing? We're doing well out here. You got some beautiful weather going on right now, so that's nice. Couldn't have picked a better, nicer day to be outside doing the show.
Yeah, it kind of just worked out for us. Families did get a bunch of stuff done, and little sister had to go take care of her medical appointments, I guess, her checkups. So we had to kind of be here today.
Yeah.
And it all worked out for the best. It feels incredible. Everyone's doing well. So
Miguel's been wearing that shirt 3 days. He's actually not been wearing it 3 days. Full disclosure, anytime somebody sends us something, they usually send us 2 or 3 of whatever it is they're sending in the same size because we wear the same size.
Yeah.
So we have, I want to say, at least 2 of those shirts.
Yeah.
At least 2 of each color, the Cigar Porn shirt, the Alec Bradley shirts, the KMA Radio shirts, the Cigars and More shirts, Sinistro, Roma Craft, all the shirts that you guys see us wearing that have cigar companies to them. We usually have at least at least 2 or more of each shirt. So yeah, I was noticing that too. Like on a lot of the shows, I was always wearing my Sinistro shirt. Yeah. I was always wearing a Cigar Porn shirt. It's like, man, people are gonna think I only own like 1 shirt.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, especially when the KMA came in because they got 2 of those, and I think I wore them both like back to back. I was like, oh, you'll get your turn sooner or later, right? You can borrow this shirt when I'm done with it. And all of a sudden, yeah, it was like 3 episodes in a row in the morning, and then Tuesday to Thursday, so there would be 2 of the shows. Yeah, it was a mess, but at the same time, it's a really comfy shirt.
Yeah,
just like these ones are really comfy. So,
Kat, are you in California? I want to say yes, right?
I believe so.
Kat, let us know in the comments if you're still here, if you're in California.
Got to 60 degrees there. Woo, it's getting quite a bit warmer. Right now we're like 73, 74.
We're in the low 70s, I think, right now.
Could not have asked for better weather right now. Totally 100% great.
But again, I do want to learn the game for this cigar, see how it's played, see if we maybe, of course, unless it says, yes, so start with the full box of cigars, in which case, that would have messed it up right there.
There's no excuses. No excuses. This is a real thing. It's just like Steve Jobs only wore the same shirts over and over again. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Bakersfield. Yeah.
Okay, Cats in Bakersfield.
We got him. We got him. So let us know when you're free.
Yeah, Kat, do me a favor. If you have our Instagram or our Facebook, send me a message. And I'm not trying to be creepy and say, "Oh yeah, give me your address," but I can probably mail you a couple because I've got a whole box here. So yeah, and they were, what do you call it? They were given to us by Drew Estate, so I have no problem sending you a couple. I am going to give a couple to the guys over at the club, just because they help us out a lot with stuff for the show. But yeah, I don't mind sending you a couple of these if you want to try them out. And if you like them, you can always go get more over at Cigars and More.
100%, yeah. And I do very much like this box, the special edition kind of stuff. Same thing what they're doing with these Project 40. It says experimental series. So I'm guessing this is also part of some kind of, I don't want to say exclusive, but something that they're doing differently to make it feel more unique, to make it feel a little more upscale. At the same time, the Project 40 is a great price pointed cigar. So I believe the MSRP is exactly the same as the other one.
Okay.
So if they're in your neck of the woods, you're going to get a great deal Oh, it's already turning out to be a really good cigar. The only thing I'm having a problem with right now is the draw. The draw is a little tight on me. It's hard to get some smoke output of there.
I will say the cigars that we usually get sent though that aren't like full boxes, like as a thank you, um, from companies, like when they're those ones that we're testing, they usually come out of the rep's personal stash, which usually kept in one of those big traveling cases. So they're left in cars. They get really hot, then really cold. Maybe the humidity's off a bit. So sometimes they aren't, the best gauge of what it's going to be like, but it gives you a rough idea of how it's going to be. I think a lot of the times when we get small packages like that, that's what it is. Is that they wanted to send us some stuff, but again, it probably comes from one of their cases, so it might have been left down the elements a little bit, in the car overnight or something like that. So that could be one of the issues.
I get what you're saying there. I can feel that happening, but I don't know. The taste is fine, but there's definitely a knot here. I could feel it at the top of my band, getting closer to the head of the cigar right there, towards the cap. And if I just kind of roll it, I can feel it loosening up. So I think as I heat up the tobacco, the passages will open up for themselves a decent amount. So I'm not concerned, but I would like a little more open of a draw right now.
Right. Yeah, I totally get that. Absolutely. As far as this goes, I got a little bit of a wave here on the burn, but I think it'll correct itself as we keep going. A little bit of a restrictive draw as well, but I think that's what they were going for because I'm actually digging it.
Okay. So you think it was a little intentional, like, you don't want to smoke this too fast, slow them down a bit. I get that. I can see that happening. I'll be a cigar taster for you guys. We're always looking for new hands on deck, guys. Always looking for new hands on deck. Good afternoon, Mary. Of course, nice to see you. I think I saw you earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did. A little tired right now. A little tired. Dealing with those kids all day.
2 days straight, man.
They are a handful. Nice.
Jeez, yeah. So for you guys that are at home with your kids all the time, definitely got a deeper respect after we've had to deal with these guys for 2 days straight, basically, of taking care of them while the other sister and the folks are down at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. So it's a lot of work. It really is.
Yep. It does not stop. But nonetheless, none of it stops. None of it stops. We got a busy year, a busy next year coming up. I am very excited for everything to happen in 2021. I know things are weird right now, guys, and
they will get better.
The country might be purple or something, or for some reason,
for them wanting us all to be colorblind, for them to tell me what color I am in,
I don't like it.
Very not cool.
No, it's not good at all.
How do they know how I self-identify?
Color-wise?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Nonetheless, you're right though. It will get better. It already is getting better little by little. Believe it or not, I think.
It really is, and we've got a couple of big things in the works for 2021. Of course, the only way it's possible is by the support we get from you guys. So you guys are making all this possible for us to do. So we thank you guys for that. Truly, we do. The opportunities we're getting put in front of us are amazing, and we just have to find the one that best suits us. And then when we find out what that is going to be, we're going to let you guys know ASAP. So if you guys ever want to be a part of something that we're doing like that, you guys will have the opportunity to do so.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, it's because of you guys that we can continue to move forward on everything, whether it's the show or the cigars or what we do on the side projects or whatnot. It all accumulates because of the cool stuff we get to do with you guys on a regular basis.
Yeah,
and that's kind of the reason we get to do stuff like tomorrow's event for Drew Estate. Thanks to you guys watching and supporting the shop from time to time, it keeps those kind of stuff coming. They can't do these huge giveaways or these crazy deals without knowing people are going to be there. And that helps out a lot, knowing that you guys are there to help us out, or at least watch and ask questions and learn about new products. And that's always a huge help too, because they got to get the word out themselves. You can't advertise anymore.
No,
pretty much anywhere. There's no advertising for cigars allowed unless you literally are in a cigar lounge.
And that trips me out. We were driving down one of the smaller highways here in town, and there's a huge sign for cannabis delivery. So you don't have to go. You leave your house to go get them to deliver you weed. Yet you can't advertise cigars. That completely blew my mind right there. And then, of course, starting January 1st, flavored tobacco sales will be no longer happening in the state of California. The only few things that this will not affect will be hookah, pipe tobacco, and cigars at wholesale, not retail, but wholesale
Oh.
at $12, starting at $12. So that we did the math over at Cigars and More. That's going to cut about 14 cigarette packs out and about 40 cigars off of our shelves.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. People are just going to go right across the border to Arizona, Nevada, pick up cigars, and then bring them back, or bring cigarettes back, and that's all that tax revenue that the state's going to lose out on.
No, it's gone.
Because they think that these things are targeted towards kids, which they absolutely are not, and it is ridiculous. They lumped us in with cigarettes and vape, and that's unfortunate. And unfortunately, we're going to pay the price for it come January 1st.
It's ridiculous. It really is. I mean, I've never seen an issue with kids smoking cigars, premium cigars, or the little Swisher Sweets or Backwoods, whatever they are, for the fact they want to smoke a cigar. That's
Yeah.
not what they've been doing. They're not going to stop doing whatever it is they're doing. And this is just affecting people who want to get their product there. You want to have it on hand. You don't have to order it online.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to go across a state line to get something that you should be allowed to get anyway.
Yeah, you're a grown up. You should be able to make your own choices. And it's completely ridiculous. Leo, thank you so much, man. We definitely enjoy the interaction we get with you guys as well. Kat, okay, I'll look for that
Appreciate it.
as soon as the show's over.
Hey, Cam.
Cam, we're just talking about that they're going to be banning.
Saturday.
Oh,
This Saturday.
that's awesome.
Excellent work, brother. I am excited for you
Richard,
guys.
Karen, you guys, congratulations. I'm so happy for you guys. That is awesome. Congratulations. Cam, we were just talking about the ban on the flavored tobacco here. It's going to start in California starting January 1st, which will affect everything but pipe tobacco, hookah, and cigars at retail, wholesale at $12 or more. So that's a lot of cigars, a lot of cigarettes, vapes, e-cigarettes, that kind of stuff that are going to be done away with. So, I don't partake in any of that stuff really. So it's unfortunate for the people that do. And it's just, it's laughable that they want to control us like that. It really is.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys remember when I was growing up, though, there was a commercials against weed all the time. PSAs running from the government paying for them, where the girl was sitting with her best friend melted into the couch.
Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't do anything anymore. She lays around all day. And now they're showing these commercials where they're trying to get like TikTok influencers and WWE has even done a few, and I want to say like MTV, anti-vaping commercials with the exact same feel as they were back then when I was growing up. So what did they do? Just wait another 10 years and they're just going to allow it to happen anyway? In the span of from me going from middle school till now, which is not, I guess it's been a while, been a little while, but it's changed completely for the opposite.
Yeah.
Versus warning against it, it's completely against the government policy. You can't have this anywhere. It's illegal across the country. To they're decriminalizing federally. It's selling everywhere, and somehow it's become. I'm not saying that it was ever bad for you, but it's somehow an okay vice to have versus someone who wants to have an acid cigar or one that tastes like cherries. Like that's the biggest problem to have in the world. It's
Charlie, I guess I could kind of see that. At the same time, they're not marketing anywhere kids are going to be looking at. Obviously, the cigar ads are only allowed in like Cigar Aficionado, Cigar Snob, Cigars at Leisure, that kind of magazine. So I don't see them being marketed towards kids. You're not allowed to market cigars out like that anyway. So unless a kid is picking up their dad's copy, I don't understand.
and it's a nostalgia effect. I get why they said someone said nostalgia versus child marketing. Well, you're not trying to sell a 14-year-old a Mustang because kids like horses.
Yeah.
No, it's just part of the marketing brand. And there's a big difference between, I think, even the Monster with the Cookie Monster logo on it. I will admit that's very childish, but I think it looks cool. But there's a huge difference between that and what we saw at, say, TPE with all the CBD and vaping products, where it's literally bright neon colors. There was guys with big fake afros on what do you call those hoverboards? The roller boards, whatever you call them, going from spot to spot in a toga, trying to help push the product. That's targeting a certain audience. There's a much bigger difference. I think you would find more likely, in my opinion, someone with a little more business experience or a little bit more leisure of a person smoking an acid cigar than you would smoking a vape pen.
Right.
I think the two um, audiences are much different.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that one of those definitely targets kids a lot more. And we can literally see the line between when we're at TPE, where the cigar area ended and the vape area picked up. The color palette alone just tells you, okay, well, these guys don't mind if a bunch of 13-year-olds pick up a de leche friggin' vape and just have at it.
Yeah.
Again, but that's that's oof.
Now, I will say, Jeff, he said that he thought that the judge sort of threw that out because premium cigars aren't to-go flavored cigars. You're right. Premium cigars are not affected. What's affected are infused or flavored cigars. So, that's your acids, your tobacs, your nub cafes. Anything that's artificially enhanced with flavoring is going to be part of that banned list. Or not banned, but must be at a $12 wholesale price.
Yeah.
Your traditional cigars that aren't are going to be just fine.
We're still arguing though with them about infused versus flavored, because there's also in the terms treated cigars like Lars Teton, or conditioned, like, oh my goodness, who said conditioned? Somebody else has another term for it. Infused is acid.
PDR?
Treated is it might be PDR. Treated is Lars Teton, and conditioned.
Because they were talking about how they only did the leaves, they had the wrapper leaf or something.
Just a wrapper, yeah. So I think that would fall PDR, and M by Macanudo did the same thing. So there are these gray areas that we kind of built for ourselves in there, which just makes it more confusing at one point. But it's an all or nothing. None of them should be banned from being allowed in stores.
Yeah.
They're not any worse for you than any other cigar. And I know I'm not a doctor, but I think they're better for you than cigarettes by any means. I do. You don't inhale. There's no added chemicals. There's no ammonia added to it, which they do add ammonia to cigarettes.
They age the ammonia out of them.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite. But it's just, it is what it is. And then Timothy, I thought new parts to it maybe on hold because they got the signatures. Yeah, 650,000 signatures, if not probably more than that, I would even say. But he signed, Newsom himself signed it fast enough to get it out there. So we might have to, it might be a retroactive kind of thing where, okay, no, we have to have a vote on it. So they're trying to just push it forward as quickly as possible. That's basically what it is.
Absolutely.
And they've sent out the literature to shops, reading over it with Trina about the new guidelines they have to follow. And it just wipes out probably like 100 SKUs a thing altogether.
I will say this, guys, real quick. Wife started picking me up a couple of cigars. Awesome. Thank you so much for using cigars and more. Earlier this year, or was it the end of last year? I want to say the beginning of this year, there was a town hall meeting for the Board of Supervisors where they were discussing flavored tobacco in Kern County. It was obviously geared towards vapes, which was the main focus of the hearing, but they labeled it under tobacco. And so they allowed anybody that wanted to go talk against it or for it, either one, you were given an open forum in front of the Board of Supervisors for Kern County. Now, we both went. We were the only cigar shop there with a representative. Everybody else there was from a smoke shop, whether it be a vape shop or a cigarette store. Maybe they had a small humidor with a few cigars in it. But we were the only cigar shop there, even though it still impacts the business for Cigars and More. For every other place that sells cigars here, it's going to impact their business. Yet we were the only one. So not only is it going to take signatures, it's going to take people that work in the cigar industry that need to understand that your flavored cigars are still a really big part of your income to step up and do something. We should not have been the only two there from a cigar shop.
No.
All cigar shops in Kern County should have been there with at least one representative. So that's really sad if they did not care enough to show up.
Yeah. And furthermore, it's not just the people selling the cigars. I mean, I don't want everyone to have to show up every time something like this happens. But if you looked at the vaping group, a lot of them were there for health concerns of themselves. A lot of them smoked vapes or used vapes.
And man, were they articulate for their point.
They were very concerned for their health, for going back to cigarettes. They didn't want to do that. And one of the things that helped them quit was going to a flavored vape pen. And you know what? If you're trying to quit cigarettes, do what you got to do.
Yeah, their point was, I'm trying to get away from tobacco. I used to smoke 2-3 packs a day, whatever it was. So I'm smoking this Fruit Loops vape pen.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, if I'm going to try to quit, why would I want to vape something that tastes like tobacco? I'm trying to get away from it. And to me, that opened my eyes. Like, wow, okay, these guys know what they're talking about. They're making some really good points. And yeah, Mark, the Deadwood series would definitely fall in line under that that non-exempt part of cigars because, as Ishmael says, as soon as you manipulate the cigar in any form or fashion by adding flavoring, infusing it with this, adding that, it is now part of the non-premium cigar line.
Yeah.
It falls under that whole flavored, conditioned, treated area. So your Leather Rose, Fat Bottom Betty, Crazy Alice, Sweet Jane's, all of those will fall under the non-exempt part. So
to me, it feels like there's a much bigger difference than altering something and flavoring something. And flavoring shouldn't be looked as a bad thing. You have this perfect tobacco still. Maybe it's not the best quality. Maybe it's a little lesser quality than, say, this guy right here because there's no flavor added to it. We have to rely completely on the leaf for that. But let's say you get some really good tobacco quality still in an Isla del Sol or the acid lines, any of them. They're still using premium tobacco, 100% tobacco. Nothing else is there, just the flavoring added to it. Well, you're not going to say that if you go to the farmer's market, or not, that's bad. You go to your local butcher and you get a steak wholesale from them. You buy a raw steak. Oh, this is a premium steak. Then you went to Black Angus and they added onion to it. So now it's a flavored steak. So this is much worse for you now. So you have to tax that twice as much because of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It's not adding something that is going to harm you to a cigar. It's not adding chemicals like you do into a cigarette. It's not the studies they're still trying to run on vapes where there's metal going to your lungs or something, which kind of just feels like a scare tactic at this point.
Absolutely.
Again, I'm not going to vape anytime soon, but you've seen the people who it's done good things for, who it's helped change their minds from those 3-pack-a-day smokers to someone who recharges the pen. And they want a weird flavor. They want to try the Fruit Loops or they want to try the Cookie Monster.
Interesting question. I just saw it there. What about the Pappy Van Winkle cigar? I will need to do more research on that. I don't know.
I don't. I'm very concerned because
I don't know if they actually dip the leaves in Pappies or the leaves are fermented in Pappy barrels, which is a big difference when it comes to this nitpicking flavoring stuff.
Yeah.
I will look into that and I will try to get you an answer for that. I'm sure they're going to release a list of cigars that would qualify as flavored, and if it happens to fall on that list, and obviously it's going to be counted as that.
That's what
I'll have to look into that.
I was also concerned because Carl Malone's, the Diesel Whiskey Row, there's a Camacho Bourbon Barrel Aged. Gurkha has their barrel aged, but no one buys it anyway.
Perdomo barrel aged is a bunch of their tobacco.
They got quite a few good ones that are there's a lot of great barrel aged tobacco out there, and it's just another process of aging your cigar. My chair's in a loopy spot, guys. Sorry. I don't know if those fall under there because you have it on the logo and you have it on the boxes, you have it on the bands. Diesel Whiskey Row Sherry Cask. Well, sherry can definitely be considered a flavor, and that makes me very nervous.
So Celestino says that they're fermented in Pappy barrels. So I think that would not put them into that flavored category. I will double check on the verbiage of what they're saying. So we have the paper over at Cigars and More. So I will see what they say about that specifically. And if they don't fall in that, they're still a premium cigar, then all the other barrel aged ones will be as well. But when you're talking about your Gurkhas that are dipped in Maker's Mark, or not your Ted cigars that are dipped in Maker's Mark, or your Gurkhas that are dipped in cognac, those on the other hand would be flavored.
Casa Lovo, a local
and Jeff
company.
says that Pappies are dipped in barnyard manure.
Yeah, but
I thought you liked it.
It's very, but that's fancy manure. Okay, that's the essence of life right there. It lets the plants grow. You got to have manure on top of stuff. So I like to consider this show. Okay, we're trying to be the manure of the cigar world. We gotta flavor the cigar. We gotta give nutrients to it. All right.
And now we've been banned.
And now, banned from manure talk.
But I will say, I was listening to the Two Guys Smoke Shop podcast, and they're talking about trying to find a new platform for their show. Apparently, something's going to go on with Facebook on the 18th.
This month?
Yeah, where a lot of shows are going to be starting to look that harder. And as you guys know, or even if you don't know, Mr. Garofalo's page was taken down.
Yeah.
And that was his personal page, not even his cigar page, his personal page. and so they're worried about it getting taken down completely. So maybe we hit up 2 guys. We get with them, maybe with Brad, a couple other cigar podcasts that we get with, and we start our own station like on iHeartRadio or something.
We could do something like that, or at the very least, if everyone pitches in, it'd probably be like 150 a show, like us 150, Brad, talk to Leo or something, and we could have a website where it'd be you could access 24 hours a day, and we could all live stream whatever portion we want.
I wonder how much it is to get a Sirius XM like satellite radio station.
I'm still thinking video. Like we can get a scrolling Roku channel with whatever you want on it, as long as you're not actually selling on it. Like you have to have a call in or something like that, like an infomercial basically. And you can have a rolling thing just like a regular cable channel, or you could have it. They could also do the pick and choose on demand whenever they want as well, but that does cost a bit. It's like a $300 startup, and then
It's not bad.
monthly. Yeah, no, it's not bad at all. But I've never saw the need because I didn't think we'd have to leave Facebook because they're being ridiculous.
Yeah.
So guys, I think I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, if we were able to find a different type of platform, you guys that we're able to stream from, would you guys follow us there? I know Facebook is so much easier. YouTube is very easy because they're probably 2 of the most common with Instagram and Twitter. But if we were to go to a third-party platform like that, like a Roku or Sirius XM, and find a different way to bring the show to you guys, we hope we would have your support and you guys would follow us there so we can keep it going.
Sorry, I just lost it. It's Wagyu manure. Yes, it's very fancy. They inject the Wagyu fat directly into that doo-doo. Brandon Wells and Tim have their cigar podcast Down to the Nub. Yeah, absolutely. Down to the Nub's awesome.
Yeah, we were just talking a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we were talking to them. Yeah, I love those guys. I'm sorry.
Twitch. Twitch is another one, man. And of course, I have Call of Duty Cold War now that I can play on there. Where you guys can watch me play while I smoke cigars.
Twitch is owned by Amazon, so the only thing I can see there is they don't sell tobacco products either. But
we aren't either. We're not selling anything.
But promotion of tobacco in general.
Oh,
I just give Bezos like another couple months, and he's going to have cigars delivered straight to your door to 2-day free shipping, and they're going to take over the world anyway. So if we could sell ourselves, I'm 100% with that. I will enslave myself to Disney
I will
or
absolutely sell
Amazon.
Disney or Amazon. Yeah.
If they wanted to
write that
buy us
check,
out,
yep.
You're gonna see me with Mickey Mouse ears on at all times. I will do the show inside of an Amazon delivery box, and just cut a hole so I could blow the smoke out. And that's how we do the show every time. I wouldn't care. How to follow you guys everywhere. I even went to Bakersfield. Oh my god. I apologize. We take you guys to Bakersfield. 2 things I want to ask her right now. Yes, to Frankie's question, definitely. If there's another one, I think Twitch is still a viable option, definitely compared to YouTube or to Facebook for that matter. But do me a favor, if you guys know somebody, they don't have to be in California, but anywhere out there, if you know a flavored cigar smoker, tag them for me because they need to hear this stuff. A terrible thing that happens throughout the U.S. is if something happens on one of the coasts, it spreads across this country to every other aspect because they want to be the same for some reason. If New York gets a ban on something, it might spread all the way here to California. California gets a ban on something like flavored tobacco, like we're dealing with right now, it could spread across the country very easily. In fact, I believe there are other places already who have flavored bans in effect. It's just that we're finally kind of paying attention a little more in our neck of the woods because it is going to affect us.
Yeah.
And again, you guys know we're not the biggest flavored cigar smokers, but that doesn't mean it doesn't mean it needs to be taken away. We need to step up the knowledge on this. I think so many people are still out there, not you guys, but just the larger audience of people in the world thinks that cigars are just big cigarettes, and we have to break that cycle in the mind. It's got to be changed somehow. And we could talk about it on here as much as we want to, but we got to get the word out past our own group of people. We've got to get it to the next round of individuals who also think and who are willing to listen a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It just is what it is.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it too. Yeah, absolutely.
Long as you can find it, appreciate that.
Chewing tobacco is also affected. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
That's another one. I didn't even think about it because again, like I just said, it doesn't affect me, so I wasn't thinking about it. But it's 100% true. Like, gosh, dang.
Chris, how you doing? We were just talking about moving platforms for the show because of everything Facebook's been doing recently. We're talking about ashing ourselves on camera, as well as the flavored ban that's going to go into effect January 1st here in California.
You got me
crazy
super
stuff.
worried that you said the 18th. That's way too close for me to do anything about it now. Oh my gosh! So what else did they say about it? Just more scrutiny for shows for.
Well, as you can recall, I took my headphones off as we were talking, and then we went to get gas and drinks and go to the club. So
you forgot to turn it
yeah.
off. You skipped over the part that could
A
affect
lot.
us directly.
Yeah.
Jeez! Oh my goodness! If Garofalo's ever seen this, I hope you know he's terrible at his job.
But yeah, I'll definitely go back and listen. They do a great job on their show. So, but with that being said, you guys, we're gonna cut it for today. I know we only went about half an hour, but we're gonna be back with you guys tomorrow for an entire hour. So that's 1 p.m. our time. What would that be? 4 p.m. on the East Coast.
Yes, you got 4 o'clock on the East Coast. Count your hours in between, guys. Help us out with that.
Yeah. So 1 o'clock our time, 2 Mountain, 3 Central, 4 East. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm doing Parlor, but I don't really keep up with it very much. I signed up like everybody else did. I only follow like 2 people.
There's no live on there.
Yeah.
I think we can upload video, but you wouldn't get live like this anymore through that.
Yeah.
I'm also talking to Curtis, and you guys saw him. He was on the podcast a while back, and he's a local photography buddy of ours. Great work, amazing work. A lot of beautiful models, and he does very artistic portraits with them.
Oh, does he take some get naked and they take pictures?
They're still artistic.
Oh, okay.
It still counts. All right, it still counts. Nonetheless, he's also trying to find a way to break his own barriers of what's being censored in certain areas.
No, you know what? Curtis could suck it because he has topless jacuzzi cigar night and doesn't invite us.
Yes, he does. He's invited you twice,
He has?
minimum.
Oh, I'm sorry, Curtis. I love you again.
Your own fault. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we will be back, guys. I gotta go clean myself off because I got ash everywhere.
Chris, apparently, I was listening to Two Guys Smoke Shop, and something was going to go on with either their algorithm or their channels as far as certain things go. And he thinks because they already banned his personal page and some other cigar smokers pages, that it's going to have a big deal to do with cigars. So they're gearing up for the worst. You know, we're going to have to do the same thing because we're also a cigar channel. I think what saved us is the word cigar never appears in our name like it does for other people or smoke or anything like that. It just says Bakersfield Gentleman. So I think that has helped us out a lot. Where other people have, you know, names that are particular to smoking or cigars or stuff like that. So we've been kind of flying under the radar, but we got to take precautions now with everybody's stuff getting taken down.
Yeah.
We need to find an alternate place for you guys to come watch us, whether it be Twitch or Roku,
Wherever we
or the
can
hub,
do it.
you know, whatever we have to do.
What hub is that, Frankie?
You know, the hub.
If you guys want me to download all of the videos over to Pornhub, I will put them on there. I'll say that right now. It's very easy to work with them. It's all good. Celestino, you too, brother. God bless.
Thank you. But yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all do the morning show for his half hour, and then we'll be on at 1 p.m. Pacific time. No show this Saturday, you guys. As you guys know, we'll be doing the funeral for our grandmother. So we'll be back with you guys after that Monday morning, first thing, and we will see you guys then. So make sure you guys join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. You guys, it's going to be a great event for Drew Estates. Carabelle will be joining us via video feed, and we'll have some great deals for you guys on all the Drew Estate stuff. And they have some really great swag too. So make sure you guys tune in and pick some stuff up. We will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching.
Looking forward to it, guys. See you tomorrow. Yep. Have a great one.